Okay, guys, so just a quick conversation about carbohydrates. So, just recently had a conversation with someone at the gym, and his doctor basically told him he asked about losing weight. His doctor suggested cutting out carbs. So, guys, the first thing you need to remember is the only way you're going to lose any body fat, you try and lose weight, you really try and lose body fat, is by creating a calorie deficit. So, let's discuss that. What is it? So, simply, if you can burn more calories than you are consuming, that forces your body to access its savings account, aka your fat cells, your fat reserves, because that's what they're there for. They're there as a survival function, for if in case we need them, and it will have to dip into your fat cells in order to survive. And this always works. So this is simply calories in versus calories out. If there's more calories going out than there is coming in, your body has got no choice but to dip into your fat reserves, and that's as simple as it gets, right? It doesn't matter whether you have got more carbs, more protein, or more fats in the makeup of the calories that you're taking in. The same thing is going to happen every single time, right? Okay, so why is it that people believe cutting carbs will help you lose weight / fat? One reason is very much the misconception that if you eat carbs, it makes the scale weight go up, because carbs hold on to water weight, which can be stored in your muscles actually, which is helpful for when you're training, because this is stored in the form of muscle glycogen. So if you was just to cut your carbs out, yeah, the scale is gonna drop, but it doesn't mean you're losing actual body fat. All it is just water weight you're losing, okay? On top of that, your training is going to suck, because unless you're an experienced bodybuilder who has over time adapted his body to, cope without carbs. So, eventually what they do is they become what they call fat adapted. So this is where, because there's two essential macronutrients, which is protein and fat. So technically, to just stay alive, you could remove carbs. That's why it's even an option in the first place. These guys can over time train their body to use fat as its preferred fuel source instead of carbohydrates for quick energy release. But for most average gym goers, they're going to feel complete garbage if they was to cut carbs out. So carbs are a source of instant energy. So they give you they make your muscles fuller. They help you get a better pump. They give you energy throughout the day, and they fuel your workouts. So to cut them out, it's not great, really, to be absolutely honest. It's not great for how you look, it's not great for how you feel, and it's definitely not going to help you lose any body fat whatsoever, guys. So how do we sort this problem out? How do we lose body fat? You have to start tracking. So you need to know how many calories you're consuming at the moment. You want to start building some muscle as well. So you want to start strength training, because if you build muscle, that helps you burn more calories at rest while you're doing absolutely nothing, because muscle tissue will speed your metabolism up. So your resting metabolic rate, the number of calories you're burning while you're doing absolutely nothing, like sitting in this car for instance, it's going to rise. That's going to allow you to eat a bit more food without it just sticking to you. On top of that, if you're tracking your food as well, you get to know how many calories you need to maintain your weight. Or if you do want to lose some fat, okay, I've got to reduce my calorie intake by a couple of hundred calories. And you can do that because you know what you're eating. So every time you eat, you scan it with your app. There you go. Alright guys, so I hope that busts out some of the confusion about carbs. So yeah, just keep it short and simple. Carbs hold on to water. So whenever you cut them out and you appear to be losing weight, or you appear a bit less bloated, or your muscles look smaller as well. So I mean, it's not the best, sexiest look on planet Earth either. You just look flat and deflated. That's why bodybuilders do the refeed days where they carb up. Alright guys, I'll see you soon.